Here are 5 tips and tricks for NT8 that users must know and remember, so pay close attention. Let's get going. So there are these little buttons called presets that are hidden within the NT8 platform, but they're extremely useful and hard to spot. If you wanted to change an indicator setting, for example, by default, just add them as if you're going to put them on the chart and change all the properties. And before hitting OK or apply, click that little presets button that has now popped up and hit save. This way you never have to reconfigure your indicator again. This also works for third-party software like our XABCD pattern software too. Now, unless you have a ton of monitors, you're going to find this extremely handy. If you're running Windows 10, and being that that is the latest release at the time of this video, and since NinjaTrader needs to run on Windows, and we'll do a video again on how to get running on a Mac, then this feature should apply to most of you. So laptop users, you're going to love this as well. So hold down your Windows key and the Tab key at the same time. You're going to see all your applications in kind of a miniature view. In the bottom right, you're going to see the new desktop with a big plus sign. Clicking on that will instantly create you more monitors without going out to a store and buying them. Okay, so to switch between your current desktop and the new one that you just created, hold down the Windows key on your keyboard again, hold down the Control key, and use your left and right arrows, and you can spin between your new monitors. So play around with this and you'll find it extremely handy. All your web browsers, social stuff, Skype, or whatever else can be on your first desktop, and then you just hit Control and the Windows key and the left or the right arrow, and boom, you have your NinjaTrader software all in there too. If you ever have to deal with NinjaTrader support, great bunch, but send in your logs and trace files with that first support request email that you send them. Okay, you're going to get a better and faster response instead of just getting an email back requesting your logs. So of course the idea here is just be one step ahead. Send in your logs, you'll find them underneath your My Documents NinjaTrader 8 directory. There's 2 folders, one called Logs, one called Trace, and get a faster response to clean up any issues that you have, questions or problems faster. Okay, if you like this idea or any of them so far, why not just go ahead and slap that thumbs up button. So throwing alerts from your market analyzer, which if you haven't gotten that set up, you should watch our other videos on that, into your alert log will keep a waterfall of conditions that were scanned in the market and found. So for example, we scanned for XABCD patterns here. So if we right click and go into alerts, you can see that we have an alert for every time frame. Now how this works is if the pattern value does not equal 0, then we know that there's a pattern there because every pattern gets represented by a number. Then we create some conditions to identify the pattern and we have that trigger an alert. That way every time a pattern is scanned and found, it triggers an alert and we have this waterfall of patterns that were found. You can do this with your built-in tools too. If a certain indicator hits a certain condition, just throw an alert. It's a great way to save yourself some time and not to miss anything. By the way, these alerts can also be emailed to you. It can play an audio sound or almost anything else that you can think of. You can use the Windows Task Scheduler or any other application you want to take a backup of your NT8 directory. Okay, so this way all your templates, workspaces, and all your customizations can be restored whenever you need it to. So make sure that what you're backing up is your NinjaTrader 8 folder, which you'll see underneath your My Documents, okay, and not the one underneath your program files. You want the one underneath My Documents, NinjaTrader 8. This can save you tons of time if you accidentally delete a workspace or save over top of another one. It's very handy. If you found even just one of these tips helpful, then go ahead and slap that like button. I'd really appreciate it, and feel free to also grab one or both of our free indicators for NT8 that draws our news events or gives you a price line for your bid and your ask price directly onto your charts. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.